Oh shoot, I'm a little too big. Hang on a moment. Okay, there we go. Wait. Wait. Better. Okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh god, I'm such a fool. And I haven't even drank enough to be drunk yet. Good god, this is lagging though. Hold on. Oof. I wonder how many of those words the captions actually got a hold of. Give me just a moment. I need to adjust some volume settings on my end. Oof, yeah, this is really laggy. Give me a moment. It's the subtitles. The thing is kinda... Okay, there we go. Are we good? I think we're good. It'll be a little less accurate, but this is all a test anyway. Anyway, hi, hello, welcome to the stream. My name's Kamosa and I'm glad to have you back. Today's a Patapon sort of day. I don't know how the subtitles are gonna respond to any of these weirdo sounds we're gonna be making today, but Patapon is a game I played when I was growing up. I wasn't terribly young when I first played it, but it was one of the big games I played on the PSP. I think there was a demo of some kind for one of the first two, but I did not play the first game or the second game. I played Patapon 3, and a whole lot of it. Like, an unhealthy amount of time on my PSP was spent playing Patapon 3. And I'm kind of disappointed that there isn't a remake for Patapon 3 as of yet. But the silver lining is I actually get to play the first two games after all of these years. So, I am vindicated in a sense. Anyway, so yeah, welcome back to the stream. I'll have to reduce my personal volume on the vocal level pretty soon, just to respect everyone that's gonna be sleeping. Let me adjust my chair really quick. As with the previous attempt at a stream, for anyone that was present for that, I'm testing out hand tracking, so all this weirdness that you're seeing here, you know, it's real. It's a thing that's happening. I'm routing it through my phone, so my phone's probably gonna overheat. I don't know. I've taken measures to try to mitigate that, but we'll see. Anyway, for tonight's drink, it's a diabolical one. I don't even know the name of the alcohol, but it's a lemon flavored thing. That's 2 shots of it in a lemonade, 4C lemonade specifically. So I tried a little bit of it before I got here. It's rough. It is worse than a Jolly Rancher. So yeah. But yeah, also in that previous attempt at a stream, if you weren't here for that, I'm testing subtitles. Subtitles are not going to be a thing I always do. In fact, I may turn off subtitles partway through the stream, probably. Also, the detection of my voice is kind of going super fast. So if I end up speaking really fast, there's a high likelihood it'll make a huge block of text and then cut it off and then not continue, like it is trying to do now. So we'll see how that goes. I may turn it off halfway through, but yeah, so there's that. What else? There was some other thing. I don't know. Also, after this, it's in the stream title on Twitch, but after I do Patapon for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, it's probably just going to be an hour, I want to do something a bit different for stream. So we'll take a bit of a break, and then we're going to do a breakdown of the League of Legends Wild Rift 3rd anniversary trailer that came out in the Chinese version. At least that's what I believe is what this is. I'm going to go out on a limb and say right out the gate, I do not play League of Legends. I only played like 5 minutes of Warwick and then never again. Because I was too afraid of like getting cyberbullied off the internet forever growing up. But I was interested in doing this because it's awful. It's very awful. Now, I know it has been passed around by people who actually play the game and people who actually create, so it wouldn't really mean very much from me, but I wanted to make it a bit of a game where I could check and see what exactly looks just off and looks exactly just wrong about each individual bit of that trailer. So, yeah. So that's what that's gonna be. But for now, I'll cease my yapping, I'll pick up my controller and we'll get started. I am really glad that this one actually respects the Switch controller. Or so I say. It was working before, but now it isn't. Oh, probably because the window's unfocused. Hold on a moment. There we go. Okay. Alright, Patapon. We're doing the first game. Apparently the beat timing is unfair, but I don't know. Oh, I'm reading. Once upon a time, the Patapon ancients, by the power of the Mighty One's drum, gained wisdom, courage, strength, and secret juju. The Patapon ancients, guided by the great mighty Patapon, ventured to Earth-End in search of it. For all the powerful Patapons, no foe was too mighty, no treasure out of reach, and no land unconquerable. The ancients fought bravely in the name of the great mighty Patapon and spawned a legend which lasted generations. But today, the Patapons are far from their former glory. If thou hast found, O holy drum, the Patapons shall be your sons. Whether thou has rhythm or nay, swain thy hips and learn the way. Thine efforts shall bear fruit one day, and Patapons will march and say, O mighty Lord of Patapons, we thank you now for what you've done. Our glory is right back on track. Thank God you've signed the Holy Pact. Okay. I sign. We don't read contracts we sign, except for this one. Nah. Alright, there be our first drum. Also, they didn't change the shape of them to match PlayStation controller stuff, which I'm glad for. Patapons come home. Hopelessly lost and full of despair, the Patapons set out their bravest in search of the holy drum. I couldn't read quickly enough. But on the last leg of their travels, these heroes find themselves on the brink of exhaustion. Oh, mighty Patapon, please help. The Patapons need you now more than ever. What is these voices? Beat the drum to the rhythm. Press the right button for pawn. Okay, it's not working anymore. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so it's using the bottom button. This is backwards. I don't think I can use my controller right now. This makes me kind of sad. I need to move my drink now. Okay, hold a moment. Is that a drum? I think I feel energized. Wait, could it be? Oh, mighty Patapon! I knew you would come, mighty Patapon. I believed in this with all my soul. Please, take this drum. And there's the other one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off the subtitles for now. Just alt-tab this. Please don't crash on me. Oh, mighty Patapon, please help. Guide the Patapons with the drum. Take turns drumming. Mighty one drums, Patapon sings. Okay. I already know this. But the timing is tight. It's gonna be really hard to commentate during this. Probably. I can't read either, oh god. You have no idea how much these imperfect notes are triggering me. I'm gonna try to read. Oh, what on earth? Be careful, something large is approaching fast. This is bad, those slimy eyeballs are on the move. Slimy eyeballs. Your eyeballs too. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Imagine how bad it's gonna be when I start drinking. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. It's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna take a sip. Ah, it's like extremely acidic. Patapon and Yaripon, guided by the mighty Patapon, made their way to Patapopolis. Patapopolis. Soon it is night, and a feast begins in honor of the great mighty Patapon. There are so many silly words, I can't say them all. Especially if they start doing onomatopoeia. I'm allergic to onomatopoeia. Oh, mighty Patapon, it is an honor. I am their loyal servant, Meeden. Please, oh mighty Patapon, tell us your name. Kami. No. How about... You're half right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. There's only room for 4. There's only room for 4. That's just... Yeah, whatever. Sure. Praise the mighty Kamo! Sure. It's close enough to Kami anyway. Not to, toot my own horn or anything. We're grateful that you returned, except we're starving. Please give us food before we collapse and die. Okay. Mighty Kamo, go to the hunting grounds through this obelisk. Okay. But first, a save. I'm gonna take another sip. Oh, God. Yep. 2 shots is one too many. Especially when paired with this. I should have sweetened it. It'll be fine, though. Can I share the secret? Yeah. I'm a featherweight. I'm a featherweight when it comes to alcoholic beverages. Okay. I remember this vaguely. Hunting on Patata Plain, Patapons are always hungry. Meat makes the Patapons strong, and is also a great offering. Gathering meat is the first step towards glory. Ironic that this is the first thing to do after I announce officially that I'm gonna try to stop eating meat in the future. That's hilarious. Lord Kamo, no units to place. What do we got? Got an optimize button. Nothing to optimize. I wish I could use my controller, but it's using all the wrong button maps. I don't like that. Let me alt tab for a moment. I gotta do something on the dashboard. Little doggy is sneezing. She's a little unhappy because of the weather. On the plus side, she got her hair cut recently and she looks adorable. Every time she wakes me up, she like sits on my chest, and with that haircut it's like heart melting. Oh mighty Patapon, please help. Give the Patapons the strength to fight. Okay. I could voice act a little better if I wasn't watching my volume. Alright, I'll take another sippy. Ah. Almost. Oh right, I'm absent-minded. Keep doing attack over and over. Wish the audio wasn't so crunchy still. Like I could have used a rearrange. I could probably take another drink while I do this. It smells like lemon pledge also. God. Nice. I want to get a perfect measure at least once. I wonder if the first game has PvP. Probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna need to adjust the timing because it's like... It's just a little bit later than I'd like, but not late enough to the point where I can adjust effectively. Also doesn't help that being on a low switch keyboard. Like I can't adjust my own personal speed for like how quickly I press the buttons. I was gonna say something about being able to play this one-handed because the button inputs only require one hand, but that could very easily be taken out of context. So, not opening that can of worms. Although, I guess you could say, I just did. Almighty Kamo, we thank you for this sustenance. Everyone, make offerings to the great mighty Patapon. We are grateful for this bounty. Mighty Kamo, let me show you to the treasure storage. Yes, bring me to the loot. Give me the loot. This is the altar. It contains our offerings to you. Check the altar to view your inventory. Cool. Now what? Our only wish is to see it at Earth End. But what if it is too powerful? What if it burns one's eyes? Escape from exile. For as long as any Patapon can remember, their clan has lived in exile, trapped in a desolate land by an endless stone wall and the ruthless Zigoton army. Let's optimize. Did I not get any better stuff? No? Okay. Ooh, drink's kicking in. This is a lower proof, though. How is it kicking in so quickly? Oh well. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take another sip and then we'll begin. And look at these fellows. Eeg? Can't be. Those dirty eyeballs are attacking. Oh, what the deuce? They'll never give. Or this will never give. Okay. Uh-oh, stop right there. I am Ban the Patapon. I shall fight by your side. Alright, here goes. To victory! For Patapopolis! Patapolis! Ropalolist! Once an arsonist, I don't know. My god, he's crushing their skulls. If they've even got skulls. Okay. Think I'm starting to get the timing. Just the music. Okay. What's this thing? Yoink. We are out of danger. You fought well. Glory to Kamo. Presenting the memory of Patapon the mighty warrior, whose dialogue distracted God from his work. Thanks. Farewell, O great Kamo. Ugh. Too close. I forgot. I don't have the shield guys yet. Hey, better spear. There we go. You know, now that I really think about it, there are a lot of other PSP games I would really love to have remastered. Namely, all of the Loco Roco. I want to see Exit and Exit 2 on PC specifically. I already have Space Invaders Extreme, so that's good. and the first Echochrome. I get those, and I'm good. I already have N++, so I don't need an N+, remake. Oh wait, no. N+ was on Xbox. Never mind. Or was it on PSP? I don't know. All I know is I played the original N on PSP using the web browser. Anyway. The great warrior Patapon is a legendary hero. If only we could bring him back. Come see our sacred sanctuary. I don't know what voices to give all these characters. This is Mater, the tree of life. Great warriors can be revived here with the memories of ancients. However, it requires kaching and materials like stone and wood. So let's see. Oh, so these are the units. Cafeteria. Birth. Register 2 items. Hey, let's go. Yeah. Ah, have mercy. I sense something terrible. What is it that approaches? And blood, crimson blood. Priestess Maiden, the Ziggotons are attacking. They are advancing through the forest. O mighty Kamo, awaken Patapon at Matter, the tree of life. A loyal subject he shall be. Please guide us to Earthend. Okay, I shall do just that. Ziggotons strike back. The Ziggotons have launched a counterattack in Eyeball Forest. Soldiers are set to ambush at every turn. Only Patapons can lead the way to victory. Okay, so this is the part where I put the axe guys in front and the spear guys in the back. And then... Yep, and then... God, why do people have to do such dumb keyboard controls? And then optimize. Then again, I am a little buzzed. Don't tell anyone. Nah, it's fine. I'm still sound of mind. Just a little wobbly is all, as I take another sip. We march. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Load times are really good, though. Ugh. Yeah, it definitely smells like lemon pledge. Lily couldn't notice, but I could. Tastes strange too. All right, let's go. To the ends of the earth. Ambush. I really wish that there'd be a community remaster of these songs that I could put in as a mod. That'd be so nice. We've reached the hour where I need to watch my volume, but I'm a bit tipsy, so that's gonna be hard. Not as hard as normal, though. How can I get that, weird hanging nut off the tree? Or is that a pine cone? Or is that a fruit? I guess I got it. Wow, the spear guys are almost useless here. Can't wait for there to be a million brush fires that'll make everyone panic. Stay back, wretched Patapons. Alright, buddy boy. Time to face tank. This isn't the game where we have heroes, so... gotta focus. God, commentary is so difficult during the rhythm phase. I wonder how many people who play this game for the first time play this opening segment and never expect to be fighting huge nightmarish things later. Like gods and stuff. Though I don't know if the gods actually show up like in this game. I know there are godlike creatures in 3, but we shall see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just making conversation. Our great mighty Kamo. Have you met the musical prodigy Pan the Patapon? I think he was over here. Why hello, mighty Kamo. I'm the musician, Pan the Patapon, and I serve the great mighty Patapon. Thank you for giving me life. Pan the Patapon humbly requests a moment of your time. Do you need any tree branches? Give me a little something and I'll repay you with interest. Of course. Cafeteria mate. This tree Yatsu. A fine nap that was. Is that Pan the Patapon? As usual, my crown itches. Sing, dance, and shake that crown. Listen, hear my song. Hear the rhythm. Can you keep up? Let me hear you wail that horn. Not on stream. Come on, man. Press button and he'll blow his horn. Okay. Okay. I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the button that you asked. That was pathetic. I'm gonna save and go back to the title screen really quick. Because I was pressing the button. It asked... Okay. Also, I'm going to redo the timing. Give me just a moment. God, I'm sweaty. Why am I sweating? I'm burning. I need to turn my fan on, but it's probably gonna cause a lot of background noise. It'll be fine. My fan's already been on. I'm just dumb. Okay. So everything's on its easiest difficulty. We'll start at -2. As for that key config, it is not showing any visuals for my controller, which Well, I still need to adjust this anyway. Okay. I'm gonna do a... Well, I'm not gonna do a BRB screen. What I am gonna do instead is turn on theme input. Oh, okay. Why is it like this? Okay, so it has... It's completely set up for everything that you would expect for the game itself specifically. No, that's right. Maybe I just need to restart the game. Okay. Well, restarting the game now, and I'll take another sip while I do so. Good God, Electron. Enough with these masturbatory movements you're making me do. I am not doing that. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 I get it. Match his rhythm. Yes, 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 I know. I know how this works. What? What is that timing? I'm pressing the button, though. Huh? Is it late? What? Huh? Okay, that is... I'd be embarrassed if I was actually responsible for, like, failing that on my own. Well... That's embarrassing. But at least I can use the controller again. I mean, probably. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. It's probably a bug. Anyway. Probably need to hunt. Now, if memory serves, having Patapon on the team is a misstep. Alright, I'll have another drink and then we'll go. I'm drinking this with a straw, by the way, which is a problem. Well, depending on who you ask. Okay. Okay, why... The bottom button is not that. I guess we're doing it this way. This is throwing me off. Hang on. I need to retire because Steam input is doing something. And I think I know what it is. If I press... Aha. I knew it. It says A to look, but B did that. Which means... Steam input is not being kind. Excuse me. Give me a moment. I do apologize. But you see, this is very, very important to me. Okay, let's see. What about community layouts? Okay. That should be good. And... Nope, I don't think this is gonna work at all. So I'm just gonna go back to using the keyboard. Ugh. Okay. For now, we'll try hunting again. And I'll take another sip. Ugh. Bad. Okay. Nice. It'd be nice to gauge their strength so that way I don't have any wasted measures. Oops. I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to gauge the timing. Yep. Trying to gauge the perfect ones. But I'm not hitting any perfect ones. Maybe we'll try +2, see if that helps. Okay.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing, yes, I'm having another drink. What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know. Just looking for an excuse to do more silly voices. The battle for Zugaton Fort at the Don Basin. At the end of the earth, gaze upon it and be granted true happiness. The Patapons must destroy the fort to fulfill their prophecy. Yes, we must destroy everyone. Okay. And then... nothing new for you. Thy drink is almost finished. Ugh. I need to stretch for a moment. I've reached full shrimp status. Ugh. Need to stand up straight, otherwise I'm gonna sweat to my early demise. Ugh. Vile drink. Feels good, but the flavor's just like the worst Jolly Rancher you've ever had. Now I get to drown it out with some candy corn. Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I'm such a weirdo. Or so I tell myself. Nah. That's probably just the drink talking. I like candy corn. But I don't like how dry it makes the throat. Never mind me stuffing multiple. What? You like me some candy? It's good stuff. I know it's out of season, but I don't care. Look, see this? You can't see it. Dang. There's like a disconnect for a moment there. I apologize. Okay. No more stuff in the old gob. It's time to rumble. Ha ha ha! You've reached the end of the line. No, kill. You're joking. Stop that. Oh, I get it. I get the timing a little. And it's not what I'd rather do. And it's too early. Yeah, it's way too early. They're not like hitting anyone. They got a fancy tower and everything and they're just not hitting me. That's so funny. Guess I'll just do this for a while. Little doggy seems to have calmed down. Hey, that's the way. I am Don the Yumipon. I can provide you with backup and distractions from God's work. I've already used this joke. Oh well. He just runs off. Good God. Here comes the archer. I wonder if getting a perfect measure is relevant for like damage boosts. I know it is in 3. Okay. Having a bit of a hard time keeping it together. Nice. Oh, is that the defense thing? My task is done. Farewell for now. I am Yumipon, the expert archer. You can find me at matter blah 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 from here on your own. Glory to the Patapons, all that. Stay well. Farewell, Kamo. Yeah. Oh, I am wobbly. Wonder if I'm any condition to that trailer review. Ugh. Gotta sit up straight, cause I'm burning again. I need to adjust my fan. You're probably hearing a lot of background noise, and I do apologize for that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that is the defense thing. You may now revive the great warrior Yumipon at Matter, the Tree of Life. Okay. I need more wood. Yeah. Okay. That is not at all what he said. Gong the Hawkeye. The Patapon Zugaton conflict continues, and Gong the Hawkeye has come to strike back after losing the fort. Beware of Gong's hammer of fury. Okay. Okay, we are good to go. I think... Did you get anything new? Did you get anything new? No. Okay. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Beware the evil it becoming. I'm finished. Okay. No time to rest, just kill. I know who you are. But I'm not gonna say for sake of spoilers. Now, is that really a hammer, though? Oh, I forgot to do the timing change. I'm pretty sure that's a mistranslation. Help me! Weird seeing them without a helmet. God, he's gonna kill him before I can save him. Super! Just a little eyeball. So they've got archers too, huh? This is the part where we bum rush and crush their skulls. I'm just like on autopilot right now, even if my rhythm is trash because of the sheer difficulty. God, just flinging them away. I miss Patapon 3. I think my favorite... I had two favorites. Ah, got distracted by my own thoughts there. I think my two favorite heroes were the chariot deer, the one with the big axe, and then the mushroom horn archer dude, like the mushroom dude that's on the archer tree that does all the status effects. It's the funniest thing in PvP. Especially when the tailwind goes and you're built for burn. That is so funny. I need more wood. We now have 4. I need wood. The blank map. A clean slate of What is that? Huh? What? How do I... What? What are you? It was a bunny. Like the... What's its thing in 3? Like the mounted unit. Okay, this arm is not moving in that way, and it needs to cease. Cease, I say! Stop this. Quiet. Quiet down your movements. You're making me look like a degenerate. Unknown ruins are shown in magic ink. Seek them to unlock untold mysteries. Okay. I will go for an additional 15 minutes to account for my pre-stream... Well, not pre-stream. Early stream yappage. Plus the little bits of the troubleshooting I did. Then we'll get to doing this thing for the trailer. I know I'm a little wobbly, but I'm still of sound mind, so it's okay. Ancestral Guardian. With the blank map as their guide, the Patapons venture into unknown territories, uncovering the secrets of the hidden ruins. Why is there a bunny, though? Is that like a random chance or something? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we have a bunny now. Oh, I forgot again, dang it. Hang on. I need to go back, because I forgot a second time to do the thing that I said I was going to do multiple times, which is... fix the timing. I'm not speaking slowly on purpose. They'll do 3. I may not stream the whole of this game as a series. This is another first impressions thing, unless people are interested to see a continuation. We'll see. Papaya. Alright. Here's hoping things are okay now. There it be. Ah. My arm is doing a weird movement that it is not intending to do. Cease the shenanigan.
Oh, mighty Patapon, can you hear me? You will now learn the third song, the Rhythm of Defense. It will bring out the best of your Patapon allies, or whatever it said.
Oh. I gotta change the timing and... I got a brain fart. I am sorry. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie doodle, my bad.
Now kill. Jesus. Anyone up for fried rabbit? Uh-oh. Perfect. This thing's just a big pushover. Nice. You love to see it, just the 0 damage. I might just reset the thing to the default timing. It is low though. Was that a stagger? Nice. Very nice. Hey, we got the achievement. We killed the thing. Alright, I need to figure out what my hands are doing because I am not... not really okay with these masturbatory movements my arm wants to do, even if that's not actually what it's doing. Like what even is this? Like, hello? That's not what's happening. Yeah. Alright, there's permadeath for your units here. Great Kamo, it is time to cross the deplorable desert. Legend tells of a great rain that falls and makes that infernal desert heat not so unbearable. Juju is knowledge of the mighty ones. Great Kamo, surely you can bring us rain. Loyal subjects praise the mighty Patapon, the great Kamo. Legend has it that the old ones watch over the divine artifacts at Dodonga. Mighty Kamo, unlock the secret of the Juju on the Patata plain. There are so many silly words. I don't even... I need more... I need more stone so I can make more archers. I mean, I could just make more... spearmen. Yeah. Okay. Before I continue that, I need to change the timing back to defaults. Or maybe like +1. We'll see. Desert Crossing. Ancient legend tells of a Patapon king that crossed the desert invoking the secret rain juju, a power whose secret is hidden deep in the Patata plain. Just gotta make sure anyway that they've got something new. Okay, we go now. We go kill now. Ooh. There we go. Okay, why is my arm doing this? Ah. I'm distracted by my unintentional arm movement. What if I did this? And then move like this. And then be over here. Okay. Okay. I think the drink has reached its peak effect. So I'm jamming. Nice. Jeez. Guess we're going in. Jesus. They are dying. We're gonna have to go back, aren't we? We gotta go. We gotta go. I am not about to let them die. I'm pretty sure they're... Wait, no, they're fine. They're just fine. Oop, I did not mean to press the screenshot button. Acquire the Dawn Drum and the Rain Miracle. Well, how do I do that? I guess if we defeat him again, he'll have it. Okay. We're just here for 90. I gotta figure out which are my most damaging units, so I can plan accordingly. Don't like how he jumps away like that. Like, just hold still so I can kill ya. I'm a little tired. Perfect. It's taking so long. And it's taking all of my brain power. Nice. Very nice. Kind of morbid how their eyes go blank as they die, but... Okay. But I didn't get what I was looking for. Titanium. Wait, so the items you provide changes the outcome? How do we get past this place? We'll give this one more try. And if it doesn't work, then we'll just stop for now and then get to the review. Oops. Absentmindedly wasn't thinking about the thing. Oh, almost perfect again. Good God, this is rough. They're already dying. Jesus. Yep, this is done. Rip. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out another time. Alright. So that was Patapon. Let me know if you'd like to see more of that in the future. I'm gonna go into a BRB for just a little bit, and then we get to talk about a very fun trailer. If you give me just a moment while I get that set up for you. And we're back. And We've got a thing we're going to look at here. Also, I turned the subtitles back on because, I don't know, just felt like it. So, show of hands. How many of you have seen an AI-generated video before? At that, how many of you have figured out it was an AI-generated video within the first 30 seconds of seeing that video? Well, we live in a day and age where making this kind of content is stupid easy to the point where anyone could do it. Now, that's not going to stop big tech companies from putting their money into this whole thing and getting the top-notch hardware and people with proprietary products, or even making up their own to pretty much put together a trailer or a video of some kind promoting their software or whatever it is they're promoting. In this case, we're going to look at the Chinese trailer for League of Legends Wild Rift for the 3rd anniversary. I hope I'm getting this right, because full disclosure, I do not play League of Legends, and I do not play League of Legends Wild Rift. The absolute most exposure to League of Legends I've ever had was literally the tutorial and then 5 minutes of Warwick before I gave up because I was too afraid of being cyberbullied off of the internet. So, we're going to take a look at this and we'll make a game of it, okay? We're going to see how many obviously wrong, jank, and otherwise broken things are in this animation here. My chat's empty, so I don't have anyone telling me exactly what I am looking at here. Let me also change the category on stream to just chatting. There we go. Pardon me. Okay. Everything is all set. And as I said before, I apologize if the captions are a little off. This is all experimental, just like I said before. But anyway, to summarize, we're going to look at this trailer. I already have watched it before. It's bad. There have been a lot of people who are more qualified than I who actually went over this, did a breakdown of this, not only talked about what's wrong with it from an artistic scale, but what was wrong about it from a canonical scale for all these characters. I only recognize 2 of them. I recognize Jinx, because not only have I seen her from the promo art, but I've also seen Arcane Season 1. And Yasuo, I never played him, but I recognize him as well, somewhat. Anyway, pulling up the trailer now. Oh, there's a lot to unpack in this. So, this is apparently for the 3rd anniversary. I haven't kept up with the news on it as of yet, but if there were any updates, feel free to comment them below, because this was kind of an interesting and, in my opinion, kind of embarrassing thing to even do in the first place. But let me actually shrink myself down a bit just so I'm not taking up so much screen real estate. Okay, we're good? All right. So here is the video. Okay, so right away, we'll get to this in a moment, but right away, first thing, look at the items on this shelf here. They are not the same as here. You see here you have a bunch of cosmetics and a whole bunch of other bottles that were previously not present. There's more detail on them. There's more variety. There's even non-bottle objects here. Here it's literally just all bottles and then whatever this is. Also, look at the way the mirror lights are. Like, that's just that's just weird. And then her reflection is extremely low detail. Like, even if you were to think about something like depth of field, it's still just bizarre. And then what else can we pick out? I don't know if this outfit she's wearing is very close to what she actually wears in the game, but I don't know, it looks like it was molded by clay or something. Also, her fingers are bending in a weird way, like in this direction. It's just bizarre. And what is this? Like, can you see my... Yeah, you can see my mouse. What is this little thing? Like, there's no receptacle for what it's supposed to do. This either. Like, what is that? Is that a banana? I think that's... I think that's a... I think that's a banana. Also, it's a bit finicky. Look at the way her reflection moves. It's just a little off. Okay, so we've got this screen here. This actually looks pretty convincing, this silhouette of the characters. I'm not entirely sure who these 5 are supposed to be, though. I think that's Yasuo, that's obviously Jinx. I don't know who these other characters are. Her nails, like the cuticles, are very flat over here, but not so much over here. So, very weird. Also note how it's kind of hard to notice, but the color is like, it kind of cuts off here, but the nail like actually doesn't. So, weird. This was a hard spot for me. Look at these. I don't know what this creature is. What is that? What is this? This is like nightmare. But look at the way they move when it zooms in. Like, can I slow this down? They jitter. See that? Hold on. Yeah, nightmare. 3rd anniversary. You know, I'm not an artist. I can pretend to draw. I can pretend to game develop. Every now and then I like to go into either Affinity Designer or Krita or whatever to scroll something together, although not recently because my drawing pad's power supply's not working. But even I know... Oh. Little dog is having a drink. I don't know if you can hear that. But, I don't... What is this melding? This is absolutely melding together. And... 1N? 1N in anniversary? Is that... No. There is not one singular letter N in the word anniversary. There are 2. There are 2 of them. And this... whatever this is... like... okay. So now we get to the stage. The venue. Now, before we analyze these generic Pixar/DreamWorks faces, let's take a look at this. So, it's circular, right? In this shot, it's circular. So why... Let's go back for a moment. Why is this ring... First off, it's completely suspended in the air, and they're not showing it being like magic or high-tech or whatever. Why is it going oval? Like... See that? Kind of nightmare. Also, the speed at which it rotates is very bizarre. And the smoke effects are very inconsistent. They're like going every which way. Like, it's billowing up here, it's going down here, going in here, and it's following the light shafts. Everywhere you see a light shaft, the smoke is billowing in that direction. Except like up here where it's going outward for some reason. Also, there's smoke outside of the arena for some reason. There's smoke over here behind like the little monitor thing. All right. So now we get into the character design. So a lot of people in this day and age have played around with AI at least once. I do not endorse the usage of AI in paid products or in public advertising. But when I've experimented with either Copilot or ChatGPT for the very first time, it always spit out this art style. And I know exactly why. It's the Disney-esque / just general, like, high-quality animation style you'd expect. Right? They're all like this. Now this guy is just, like, mesmerized. He's having the time of his life. He is zerked. He is zooted. He is not zerked. He is zooted. And I think my captions are crashing. Yeah, the captions are crashing. So I'm going to disable that for now. Give me just a moment. Okay, hit that. And then hit that. Okay. Anyway, so we've got this generic-y art style that when humans make it, it's very high quality. The problem is not the quality of the art style. You know, everyone like says it's low quality or that it's just not like human. No, this art style is done by humans. That's not the problem. The problem is it's overrated and overdone. You know, that's not saying that the films that use this art style are not good or anything, because they're really good. It's just overdone. And the AI that was trained off of this stuff, like, it's overused, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I don't know what their arms are doing. Like, obviously, they're like, oh my god, the show is about to start. And they're freaking out. But they don't look happy. They look like they're in a panic. They look like they're like... they look like they did something without their parents' permission that they really should have done. And if they ever find out, then they're in big trouble. And then like they turn and then like... Oh, this. But I want to stick to this for a moment because I want to see if I can slow it a bit. Right? The eyes, ugh. Eyes, awful. I want to get the exact frame. It's like one less. I don't know all the buttons for like moving frame by frame, but oh, disgusting. Also, I don't know what she's doing, but like vile. That's like ugh. And then like this. They don't look happy to be here. Now, before the music starts and before we get to the next bit, who's this? Who invited the Wicked Witch of the West? Minus the green. Alright, and then we've got these characters here. Obviously, they're like flipping out, but like we don't know where this character's arm like ends. But everyone's freaking out. And here she is. Now, what is the difference between this character design and these character designs? These are very Pixar-like, very DreamWorks-like even. You know, they have an aesthetic, however fake it is. You know, you can tell by the difference in the teeth. This guy's got a bar, and this one's got separate rounded teeth. You know, the lighting, 3D, you know, it's trying to be a 3D animation in its own way. 2D almost. Hand painted almost 2D look. These are not the same. Also, what's up with her eyebrows being purple? Aren't they supposed to be blue? Let me look into this. Because I don't know what color her eyebrows actually are, but they're definitely not purple. Also, her tattoo is wrong. I don't remember what her tattoo looked like, but it's definitely not this. And then the weird, like, waggling from, like, the outfit. And then, like, why does her hair, like, suddenly reduce in width for this braid? And what is this weird flowy river of locks?
It's so exciting!
No, it's not. Also, that's not what you sound like. I mean, maybe that's how you would sound like in, like, the Chinese dub? I don't know. Who is this? I don't know who this is, but that is nightmare fuel. Like, the eyes are, like, staring into the soul.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This, I think I've seen this character somewhere before, but different art style. Also, he's kind of mewing a little. This is not the same art style as well. This is like a bit into the realism, like between the eyeballs and the lips. No. Nightmare. Also, what was that? Like, there's like a little cutoff here. It's weird. And it's just there. Anyway, he's 3D, but he looks a bit closer to the other characters in the audience, but what is up with his hair? My god, it's like it was sculpted out of Play-Doh, but like half-heartedly. There's no like nose bridge on his goggles, so like who are they meant for? And where do they end? He looks like he's made of plastic. Actually, no. You know what he reminds me of? There's an old game that was recently, I don't know if it was recently. There's an old game that was revived. It was called Microvolts, and the characters were all action figures and toys and stuff. Some of them are anime characters, and he reminds me of Microvolts for some reason. I don't know why. And here's Yasuo, who, again, different art style, more 2D in his design, and he doesn't look like he's happy to be here. He's mogging everything up. He doesn't belong. I don't even know like how accurate this design is. I haven't seen him in years. But he looks kind of like Vegeta almost, or like Goku in this. But also like just generic man, like facial hair, bushy brows, kind of furrowing over here.
to the stage!
Also, weird spike on his armor.
Gentlemen,
Like, what is that flatness? I don't know if that... I'm gonna look up his design, like, after this, and see how accurate this is.
Welcome you to
Also, the patterning on his scarf thingy is like just, ugh, weird. Looks like muscle fibers. Especially here, it looks like kind of veiny. I don't know. Also, one ear is bigger than the other. I know humans have like symmetry, and really all things have symmetry or asymmetry for their looks, but this ear is massive. And this ear is like not so massive. Also, like this eye and this eye, they're not the same.
stage.
And then this character, I don't know what this character is supposed to be, but this looks like a 2D image that was just live 2D.
Please get stage. Please.
Yeah, 2D. We got this. It's a lot harder to tell because of the composition, I guess. I mean, they're trying, but like these gloopy bits were just so sloppily like placed. And then the patterns, there's no symmetry. And even if they were going for asymmetry on the cake, like, no. And what's this? There's just a little dribble left over.
Ready for a show.
And that's not even a candle. Like, there's a little nub at the top, but there's no candle. Also, more vibrant than before. It's, I guess they're trying to keep the characters, like, looking, but what is that? I don't know if that's this character's arm or this character's arm, but that is not an arm. That is a doorknob. That is something you use to fix your door when it's broken. Melding. Why? Why? What? This is a show, all right. More melding. Weird. Also, what? Wait. Let me go back really quick.
Gentlemen.
So one of the characters in the silhouette had wings.
Ready for
I want to believe it's her.
a show.
That is that. What is that? Okay. Balloon goes. Lights go out. Balloon is shot by an assassin from a distance. Someone like sniped that balloon. Like the electricity hitting that balloon. There's no feedback on the balloon itself of electricity. It's just like released all its like fart gas as it like flies off and disintegrates. Okay, light goes out, and then obviously the little poofy things, I don't know the name of those. They're not the same as they were before. They're not as messy, which is my only basis for that. That and also the top of the cake looks less like a cake and more like a plate. Everyone's weirded out a little. They're like, oh, what is happening? Oh no! It's the minions! Stupid monster! Here comes Yasuo with his no longer flowing upwards hair, doing a weird blade thing. Also gun. What? What did he do? Who's using this gun? Okay, so that character kicks him in the face. Zoom in. She is not the same as before. Not only are her eyes not nightmarish anymore, they're like in the Pixar style, but she has her wings, her outfit's different, her hair's different, and she doesn't have those little hornlet things or whatever she had. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up who these characters are. Give me just a moment. I'm opening up Google. Legends. Well, Rift 3rd. Our anniversary trailer. I gotta search up like some kind of article about it. I gotta find some article about it so I can find out who these characters are. From IGN, League of Legends Wild Rift Backlash ignites after fans call out Fever Dream AI trailer. Okay, so they made a statement on August 5th. Let me see. I want to find out who these characters are so I can know how accurate they are, so I can be informed. It features Seraphine, Jinx, Aurora, Yasuo, and Ezreal. Okay. So I'm going to open up these character profiles and compare. Okay, let me see. So we have Ezreal, we have Seraphine, we have Jinx, who I'm aware of. Yasuo, who I'm aware of. Somewhat. Aurora is the bunny girl. I'll pull up Yasuo's profile anyway in case I missed something, which I'm sure I did. Okay, so let's compare. So, going back to this scene with Yasuo doing his weirdo blade thing. Let me take a look at his wiki page. Also, he's got a ponytail. What? Checking his abilities. He's got a sword thrust. He's got... I don't know. Seraphine is the winged character, is a support. She is a mage. I'm not seeing anything about her kicking things in the face. No, all I'm seeing are buffs and projectiles. I think. Nothing about just whacking people. Who's using the gun? Oh god. And then there's that scene. What is up with her face in this? What is up with... What is... Ugh. But I want to go back really quick. What was that? You see this guy? It's just like skipping along. Also, what is this like demon goat looking thing? Oh yes, good to know all the kaijus and dinosaurs are rolling through. Now this one caught my attention a lot because this... right here. Okay. I'll slow it for you really quick. But, after these chicken legs go through and this weirdo light goes, the next scene is literally like dissonance between art style and which characters are animated. Also lighting. So like... right here. These three characters, and maybe this one, are the only characters that are in an animated art style. Everyone behind them are humans, like realistic almost humans. Also, the animated characters up front are the only ones not moving. Look at this. They're just frozen while everyone else puts their hands up. It's just bizarre. Yeah, like... like they're not moving. I mean, maybe they're... okay, the character on the right was wiggling their arms a little bit. Also, the light back here is like a very big spotlight on top of like the crowd in the back, as though like there's a celebrity or like a producer or something that's getting an honorable mention, or like they've got the kiss cam going. Like, what? Here she goes, kicking more people. Did her boot look weird? Her boot looked kind of weird. Like, what? Where? What? Like, that's not supposed to go that... there. The way this would work is as though there's like a gap in the back of your boot, as though like the front of the boot has that. Like, you know how there's like a gap in the front where like the tongue of the boot would be, if it has one, or like where the laces would be. That's how that would work if you were to move your foot like upward, or like point it upward. But no, you're pointing it downward like it's ballet, so it should not be doing whatever that is. Also, what was that arm movement? You see that? It's like, whoa. Also, she's channeling like some kind of magic, which makes sense because she's a mage, but she's not using it. She's just... I don't get it. Also, I still don't know who's using a gun. I want to say it's Jinx, but like... because of the bangs, but like even then, Jinx doesn't use a Glock from my memory. Also, are those lasers? Those are lasers. Who's using lasers? And here she goes. What was that face? Also, Fishbones, I think, is the name of it. Let me look up her profile. Is the name of her gun. Is looking a bit tiny here, and I don't remember it shooting flames. Also, 5 head over here. Like, what? I can't get over this. She looks like a bootleg toy. Oh my god. Wait. Did a head... It did! A head appeared where his rear was. Look at that. Those were legs. 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 Clearly legs. Head! Sudden head! Also, why is the socket for his arm down here on his hip? Why? Hello? Hello? Oh, okay, he's fine now. The minion's fine now. I don't know where the lights are. There are no lights attached. Okay, now the characters are completely wearing different gear, and they're all color matched, like they're all the same tones. Everyone's suddenly happy. Yay! We're having such a good time. The heroes are killing... Ooh, my arm's doing something weird. The heroes are killing the minions. Oh, that's why my arm's doing something wrong. Let me move this. Yay! We're so happy. They're murdering things that are storming the stage. We're not panicking. We're not freaking out. This is supposed to be a 3rd anniversary celebration concert. But there's moida happening and we're okay with it. I love this one who just tilts her head like that far to the side. Also, these logos and texts do not make any sense. And then these lights that should not exist because they were not set up. Like, there are no rafters. There were no rafters. There was just that weird oval from before. Again, what is happening here? Let me look at his profile really quick, so I can get a visual reference on how those goggles should look. But I already know this is not like... Ugh. Okay, we've got our gun again. It's shooting more flames, I think. Got another look for her. It's floating. Why is it flying? Also, the colors are weird here. Between her eyebrows, they're vaguely fingerprint-esque tattoo. Her weird choker that she's now got. What is being hit here? Nothing's being hit. Okay, well now, like, weird clouds. She's just being launched. Sudden fireworks with no, like, unprompted, like, anything ever. What was that movement? Did you see that? His lips are moving like... His lips moved like he was claymation. Did you see that? Hold on. Who are you? You are not the same guy. You are not the same guy from before. This hair is so vastly different. Also, I don't have to explain that the pauldron is different. It just is. If you had a daughter in the 90s, this would be a poster that would be on her wall or ceiling. This is the dream boat she aspires to, like, one day see live in concert. Okay, I'm trying to return this speed back to normal, and it ain't doing. Ugh. Give me a moment. My eyes are watering. Ugh. There we go. That was Aurora, right? This is a perfect opportunity to check the... I can't... He is... Okay. This is a perfect opportunity for me to check her, page. Okay. Design looks a bit close. Though the ears are a bit larger on the official render. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just the camera angle for the model. Okay, we've got a smoke machine, which... I mean, it's supposed to be a smoke machine, but it looks like it's blowing frigid winter into the stage. Here we have as... What is that crushed can on his head? Okay, we went from having no, like, nose bridge on the goggles to, like, just his hair concealing what would have been. So now we've got two crushed cans on his head, and meanwhile he's looking like a K-pop star. Well, rather a bootleg of an action figure of a K-pop star. And it's like... And now a completely different design. Again, no nose bridge, and they look vastly different. This lens is bigger than the other. This has got, like... I don't know. Well, I don't know what I'm looking at. What is happening? What is... We went from having no hair wind to all the hair wind. And it doesn't make sense. This is like... This is like... This is like... This is like Timu Bounty Hunter Doki Bird action figure. I don't know how to feel about that. Back to Yasuo, who also was having a hard time having consistency existing here. His nipple is like in the very middle of his pec here, and then his other pectoral is like smaller, but a bit more accurate for like the nipple placement. What? And then the pauldron is also wrong again. The spike is up now. And don't even get me started on the hair going back to pseudo Super Saiyan. But he looks closer to a real human in this, like a WWE superstar walking down the stage. I'm crashing out. I don't play League of Legends, but I'm crashing out. What is this? What was that? What is this supposed to be? Is this a blade moving along like a mirror or something? Or like water? I don't get it. Okay, the minions are getting killed, like live on camera. Okay, this shot... I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a creative, like, you know, coloration for, like, the individual facets of each character. But it went so wrong because, for one... Oh yeah, Aurora's wings. I could see how that could be iconic. You know, Jinx's hair, you know. But her thigh gap? Hello? Also Yasuo's belts? You tell me. I don't know. Aurora's everything? Not her ears? Not her tail if it were in, like, screen? Does she even have a tail? Let me see. Yeah, she's got a cottontail looking-ish thing going on here. I don't know. And then poor Ezreal. Hold on. Wait. Poor Ezreal. He went from vaguely looking like himself in this scene to, like, having his brain exposed. Like, his cranium is getting the open air treatment. That's his most defining feature. Not his obviously botched goggles. Also, in this shot, like, everyone's looking like the schoolroom projector Mr. Incredible over here. But he especially, like, doesn't look like himself. Also, the wings are more translucent than you'd expect compared to the art. Also, they don't even look like how the art has it. I don't think. Yeah, it's weird. Is there a skin that, like, matches this? No, not from what I'm seeing. I'm checking, like, all of her skins, and no. No, Seraphine's wings do not look like this. So it's probably an original design they were trying to do. Or at least, like, whether it's for a skin for this unique version or this unique trailer or just creative liberty for the AI. I don't know. Where did this screen come from? Also, the ring is lower and now suddenly we're indoors. We were outdoors. We are now indoors. Okay. Her outfit's changed again. It is now melting. Also, this wing is a little bit floppy. Jinx's pants apparently have taken on an entirely different color. Also, her leg. What is wrong with her leg? It's so thin. Her... Like, that's vile. That's bad. Like, that's unnatural. The thinness, for lack of better describing, of her waist, compared to, like, the hips, like, they've been forcibly stretched out. That's awful. Also, what is this arm movement? Like, her forearm is bending a little. All of their... What are these fingers? Ugh. What are these fingers? This is like server blight level of fingers happening here. Also, gonna be you. I can't mouse over them because of the GUI, but gonna be you. Gonna be... No, do not be me. Please don't be me. Look at that. Oh my god, she's built like Slenderman. They're both built like They're all built like Slenderman with these arms and fingers. Everyone's pogging. And then different art style, and this is Nightmare. Okay, what is this? What is this stump? Like, and what is up with your foot? Okay, I don't get scared very easily, but that genuinely did me a frighten. AI generated Ezreal isn't really scary. AI generated Ezreal. What are his moves anyway? Let me check. What does he do? Marksman Mage. I need to reload this. Okay, that's the videos for his abilities are not loading. Oh, here we go. So he can shoot. Okay. He can shoot again. And he can teleport and shoot. Okay. What is he doing here? I don't know what he just did. Did he just steal his intestines off screen? No. What is he doing to this poor minion? He's like stabbing him with a knife. Or he's doing the ball inspection. Oh god. Then this fellow is like, what is happening? What? Okay, he's getting burned. He's got like a neon tennis racket or whatever. And then a hoverboard? Who's this? Also art style change? Okay. Rapid punch. Okay, so that was all Ezreal doing that. Okay. I guess he's a brawler of sorts? According to this trailer? Okay. Alright. We're back here again. Aurora's ears are now, like, sharp. Jinx's ponytail apparently is an actual tail that reaches down the front. Aurora's wings are low now. Do I even need to keep breaking this down? It's obvious at this point, but like... how lazy did they get?
On the count of 3.
Okay, so now we're in the super close-up phase of things, in which detail will be higher to a degree, but only because it's a close-up, and not because it knows it's someone in specific saying this.
1,
Okay.
2,
Okay.
3.
We have all the characters now, close up, nightmarishly, different art style from before again, a bit more parody of the art styles between these two, but Yasuo is still having a difficult time, like, matching up with everything, with his more human appearance. What is that? What are these wings that were not present before? They're more feathery at the ends and, like... Ugh. Everyone's screaming already, internally. What was that head movement?
2, 3.
Also that hand. This hand. Well, this hand too, but like, what?
2, 3.
What is happening here? What, like, you're like doing a hand waggle. I have 5 fingers, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Like the AI brain rot like made me look over at OBS again to make sure that I actually had like the proper amount of fingers and I'm not like going crazy here. I also need to adjust my phone. I will not be doing this camera setup again because my phone is slowly rotating to the right and I don't know how to feel about that. Yoop. Anyway, what are these hand waggles that always happen? What? Was that a middle finger? That wasn't a middle finger. That's just like, oh, okay. I guess you don't have a middle finger. Good to know. Okay. This... Put a blur filter on that and I could get banned. Also, what was that face? This one's face. It's like her eyes are closed and then like eyes were painted on her eyelids. Also, what is happening here? That is scary. That is terrifying. That is very terrifying. That's also scary. Those are more human, but still kind of cartoon. I don't like that at all. Fun fact, I used to know someone with 4 fingers. And a lot of people in school were really chill about it. It was pretty nice. Your eyes are yellow now, and not blue. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, her eyes are blue. They're supposed to be, but they're yellow here. Also, she has a weirdly placed ahoge. Her outfit's different again. Okay, we're outdoors again. Her ears are completely different. Same with her outfit and her hat, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like a new skin or if they just gave up and decided to do a, like, trailer exclusive outfit. I guess they did because everyone looks different now. Yosu is a redhead now. Everyone... Wait. Wasn't Seraphine just pink hair back there? They gave up. Okay, so they were trying to go for parody, at least with Aurora's outfit, but like everyone... Why? What is happening here? We've got the boys in beach mode. Also big feet, big hands, red hair, previously wasn't. I mean, if it was supposed to be an outfit, I can understand, but what are these wings? Those are not wings. Also, what are these tetherball hair braids that Jinx has got going on here? This is like something you'd attach to your jugger stick. Everyone is so happy to be here. Look at all the pen lights, everyone's chilling. Ezreal's got a flowy bits on his thing now. He's no longer just in beach mode, he is now in concert mode. The cake is completely different. Also that spark is like... That glint on the 3 is like struggling to exist, so I have reason to believe it's actually just a very misplaced spider of some kind. I don't know. Jinx doing a mic thing. That was a weird, like, head bob. Like, also, I don't think her outfit had sleeves earlier. Also, I didn't know braids were like coiled, but okay. What were those ears? I need to see that. Weird. Very bizarre. Lovell. Gens. Zonk. We're so happy to be here. We're all conveniently screaming and shouting and holding each other and wearing glasses and wearing similarly colored outfits. We're all coordinated. Lord Loafs? I don't know. They're just like high out of their gourds. And then more unrecognizable text. Everyone just raising their head. What was that? I need to look at that again. I need to look at that again. Okay, the arm melded with that neck on the head so perfectly there almost, to the point where it looked like someone's head was on a spike. Either that or Skibbity Toilet was in the arena, like enjoying the show. Either way, real human-ish looking designs in the background, accentuating the cartoon characters with strange fingers. And what is that hand? I don't like it. Your eyes have changed color again, just slightly. Also, your tetherball braids are gone. You've now got dreads. Your wings are different again. Yasuo's like, now he's enjoying himself, like actually unironically enjoying himself, even though he's not the same character anymore. What was that chewing motion that middle character did? You see that? Oh, they're all doing it. Yay. Let's all take a bow. You are all nightmares. And you should all be ashamed. So, ladies and gentlemen and all, what have we learned today? For one, well, aside from these unintentional... Stop with the arm movement. Aside from the unintentional masturbatory arm movements that my hand tracking is now doing, what have we learned today? One, regardless of who was in charge of it, do not outsource your trailers to AI, because nothing will make sense and everything will suck. Your characters will not... They won't make sense from a design standpoint and from a animation standpoint. Even if you're doing it for like a popular character, just don't. Because you'll get fingerprints replacing your tattoos and purple eyebrows when they shouldn't be. I've heard some people talk about this, saying that the lyrics were AI generated as well. Either the lyrics or the song itself. I don't know at this point. I can't create, so I don't know the difference. And that scares me. That very much scares me, because I was fooled long before this came out. I was fooled by a completely different trailer of some kind. It was a trailer for the next season of Stranger Things. I've been waiting for the next season, not too much because I stopped watching Netflix like years ago. And honestly, like, Stranger Things is okay. Like, I was interested before, but now I'm just like, meh, it's whatever. But I was waiting for it, and then I saw like a trailer that was a fan-made trailer for the next season, but they didn't specifically say it was fan-made. They just said, oh, it's the trailer for the next season. So I watched it, and everything was so generically Stranger Things, if that makes sense. Like, all of the story beats were just there, like, just common. There were some like curveballs here and there, but like everything was just like, nothing was new, nothing made sense. And that's when I thought, like, wait, is this AI? And then, like, I saw the description saying, disclaimer, this is a creative project, just to see a what-if scenario using AI. I'm like, oh, geez, I got fooled. You know, I was worried about the elderly being fooled, and in my old job, I had to worry about people, like, complaining and worrying about, like, chatbots replacing customer service workers. But no, it's stuff like this. Maybe not this, because this is a video game thing, and, you know, people aren't gonna really fall for it. You know, but I'm gonna turn the BGM on while I yap. Give me a moment. So this is sad. Like, the whole thing with AI, like, I never really gave my public opinion on AI. But I'll use this to basically, like, give my opinion on it. It had so much potential to be a toy and, like, a thing to not take seriously. Just, like, something you could play with. Something you could, like, mess around with for, like, what-ifs for your abandoned stories or your ideas that you had in your head that you could have explored, but legally wouldn't be able to because of legislation that could have gone through but didn't. And now we've got this. Now we've got one of, if not the most foremost and front and foremost countries in the development race for AI putting out this. Like, because it's so readily available. And even this, like, it's less expensive than hiring real artists and doing it right. It's still got some kind of price to it because you gotta outsource the tech for it. You know, you gotta get, like, access to either licenses for the proprietary stuff for it, or if it's not proprietary, you gotta deal with, like, the power consumption that is basically like burning down the Amazon rainforest, or so people have said in the past. I don't know. My stance on it is I'm very disappointed with how it turned out. It had so much potential to just be a fun, neat little thing. Like, you know, I don't know, like, what's a good example of something? Like Bonzi Buddy, or Microsoft Paint, or like just Windows Narrator. I'm listing just Windows stuff just off the cuff, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, just the things that people worried about, like things people thought were going to be a problem that just were not a problem. Like chatbots, like canned messaging, you know? But like, now it's this. Now it's, we're gonna make this thing to advertise our thing, but we're not gonna like handcraft it. We're gonna do prompts. We'll train it on our stuff, but like, so it matches up. But the thing is, right, they don't need to do the training themselves because these characters are well known. If you play League of Legends, you know these characters, you know? And it's like, they don't even need to try as hard because these characters are already so popular. Any AI that's out there is trained on them already. So they could just slap this together. Heck, I could, if I had the processing power to do it, I could slap a trailer like this together using AI. And people would be none the wiser. They'd be like, did Riot do this? Or did Tencent do this? Or did some Joe Schmo on the internet do this? And it's just mind-boggling. Anyway, we looked at this. We're gonna stop looking at this now. That does it for this segment of the stream. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for coming around. I won't make it a habit to do this kind of thing too often unless you're interested, in which case I'll be happy to dissect any AI stuff moving forward. If anything, just to show you like what's wrong with it and like why it's not as believable. I will say though, people are getting better at it. People are making videos and making like content and stuff that's harder to like deconstruct. I'm sure an actual creative mind would be able to like take a closer look and like understand exactly, you know, what makes it so fake outside of just the generic stuff. Because I saw the Bigfoot vlogs and that looked very real. So I don't know, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's all doom and gloom. Sooner or later, someone's going to rein it in. Someone's going to like wrangle all of this weirdness and be like, hey, you know, this needs to stop because it's going out of control. But at least it's funny to watch. I just wish that it didn't come at the expense of all the artists and all the creatives that had their work stolen for it. But anyway, that's going to do it for now. I want to thank you again for watching. I don't know what the next stream's going to be, but when it happens, I'll make a post about it somewhere, maybe Blue Sky or something. With that said, thank you again, and I'll see you another time. Have a good day.